Today's thrilling episode is brought to you in part by Burger Mouth Burger Brand Mouth Burgers. I'm Charles Martinet, and now it's time for Bit.Trip presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien.
Bit.Trip presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien improves upon its predecessor in almost every way. The Runner games involve avoiding obstacles and collecting items while your character sprints through a level at a constant pace. This seems deceivingly basic, and the original was indeed fairly simple, the gimmick being that everything was done to a rhythm. On the surface, Runner 2 seems to be nothing but more of the same with nicer visuals. This, to my pleasant surprise, was not the case. Initially, the game does involve simply jumping over and sliding under stuff and collecting golds to the rhythm of the music. However, as the game progresses, more gameplay mechanics are introduced, such as kicking, boxing, slide kicking, jump sliding, loop-de-loops, speed boosts, rails, jump pads, dancing, and so on. This in combination with a perfect difficulty curve for me on the default difficulty, aptly named Just Right, had me pulling off a plentiful array of maneuvers fairly quickly without struggling. Although the difficulty curve seemed good initially, the last levels of the game didn't seem to ramp up the difficulty much, which is odd considering that I remember the original Runner being frustratingly difficult. Other aspects which make Runner 2 more interesting include branching paths, chests to find to gain new costumes, and hidden extra levels. This game is an aesthetical treat, with colourful and impressively imaginative 3D visuals and delightful music, which is affected by the gameplay and vice versa. The presentation is also very charming. A lot of the in-game visuals are obviously inspired by Nintendo games, and the game even features some small Nintendo and retro game references. Fun fact, the narrator in this game is the voice actor of Mario. All in all, the game is very satisfying. Pulling off a perfect chain of rhythm-based maneuvers to create a melody to go with the music does not get old quickly, especially with the variety of new moves at your disposal. The game is a nice length too, providing plenty of levels and ending just a little bit before I was starting to find it a tad too repetitive. There is plenty to return to do, however, such as uncover new levels and collectibles, perfect levels, improve your scores, or try a harder difficulty. There isn't a shortage of things to do unless you become dangerously addicted. If you're looking for a nice rhythm-based platforming romp, Bit.Trip presents Runner 2 Future Legend of Rhythm Alien comes recommended from me.